What is going on, guys? This is Coach Alex, and I want to take some time today to go over the invite part of the three auto behaviors. And the invite part is one thing that we do many different ways, and it could either be really good or really sloppy, or we don't know how to do it at all. So I want to look at how to invite people with Facebook and also with Instagram, so that way you get a little bit more of a perspective of what to do and what not to do. I want to go over what not to do first with Facebook. So one thing never to do, and I highly put this out there so you don't do it, don't post links to your website when you post something on Facebook. Okay? So let's say you had a great workout, you take a selfie because we Beachbody coaches were great at selfies. You upload that picture, post something personal that motivated you during that workout, that you struggled with, or that you hope to be better at. Maybe you want to add a little bit of a motivational message to that picture, but never ever end and never post a link to your website, because that just tells what to people? That you want to sell. You don't want to help, you want to sell. And if you're in my team, we're not about selling, we're about sharing, we're about caring, and we're here to make people better, not selling something that they are never going to use. Okay? So don't post links to your post. Also, another thing you never want to do is, besides publicly posting of links, don't ever message somebody a direct link to your website right away. I know you might be tempted to send a link to your website when somebody sends you a message. Hey, what is it that what is it that you're doing to get these results, and you post a website. Don't do that. Don't jump into it right away. Get to know that person first. Be like, hey, well, yeah, I've been doing P90X for about 2 months. Why is it that you're interested? Build that conversation, and that is part of the invite process. All right. Now, one thing that I've been doing with my Facebook friends is I've started to invite people that start with the letter A. So I have a little my contact list PDF starting with the letter A. I go through my friends, and I have been sending them messages. And excuse me. So I've been asking them, hey, how's it going, man? I haven't talked to you in years. What's going on? What's new? Pretty much opening conversations. Hey, I see that you're playing soccer every now and then. That looks so much fun. I like to play soccer too. Where do you play? Opens up conversation. I was talking to a guy last night that I used to go to high school with, and this guy loves soccer, and he got hurt about a year ago. And so we've been talking about injuries, and he wants to get bigger because he wants to be a tank in the soccer field, so that way nobody could stop him. And so we got him going on Body Beast. We've been talking about Body Beast, and he's actually going to get committed to it, this weekend. So we set a date, we set a time to talk, and everything's already done and set. And that's basically off of doing what I've been doing on starting people with the letter A, then go to B, then go to C. And these people, maybe people that you didn't like, that you didn't get along with, or that you have no idea who they are. And if it's people that add you because they're generally interested in fitness, I always lead with the message first, and I say, hey, my name is Alejandro. I'm a fitness coach. I like to send messages to all my new friends. Why is it that you're interested in me? Why did you add me? And then that follows a response. That's a good idea that you could write down. So why don't you take a second and do that? And so basically that's one thing that's been working for me, is sending messages to my friends that I went to high school with, or that I have met during college. Is one thing that's really effective and that you want to try out. But make sure that you have your contact list next to you, because you don't want to lose track of who you've talked to, who you haven't talked to, because it's really easy to do that with all the Facebook friends that we have. Okay, so I want to move on a little bit to Instagram now. I don't want to make this video too long. On Instagram, whenever you upload a photo, you want to use different hashtags. So hashtags pertaining to where you live. So for example, I upload a picture of me working out. Okay, the picture doesn't have to have the hashtags workout, flex Friday. They could use hashtags like 303, Denver, Colorado, Park Belmar. Make it very specific to your to where you live, so that way people that also upload pictures with that hashtag could take a look at your picture and say, huh, this is really strange. Why is this here? They'll click on that picture, they click on your profile, bam, you got a new follower that's interested and that will see your feed, that will ask you questions. Which leads me to my next thing. You know how I talked to you guys about never posting links on your Facebook? Same thing with Instagram. If you have your Beachbody Coach website right there on your profile, delete that right now, because anything that screams Beachbody will not attract people at first. There needs to be a connection. So where you usually would have your website on your Instagram profile, put your email. So that way they can send you an email and ask you questions, and then you can connect them to your Facebook page. Okay? Or you could also add your Facebook page, your link to your Facebook, so that way they could add you directly. That's another thing that I recommend doing. Now here's where the cool part is. When you upload a picture on Instagram, you get likes. You might get 5, you might get 15, you might get 20. Every time you get a like, look at that person's profile and comment on a few pictures. If you have things that you share in common, like dogs, like scrapbooking, like football, like soccer, leave a comment. Be like, hey, dude, I play soccer too. That's really freaking cool. You know, we're going for the same team. They just won last weekend. That is amazing. And this person will be like, oh, you know, that's really neat. This dude, this is really open. He's really awesome. And they'll comment back. I've had a few friendships that I've established already using Instagram. And it's really, really cool because I've never met these people, but just by the way they respond and the way they react, it's so freaking incredible. So I encourage you guys, every time you get a like, look up that person's profile and see what they're about. Comment on a few pictures, double tap them, and be genuinely interested in what they're posting. And they'll do the same back. You'll get a new follower, and who knows, they might even tag a buddy on a post that you upload. Okay? And this leads me to my next point. On both Facebook and Instagram, you never just want to be about health and fitness. Be more about that, okay? Let me explain this. Okay, well, better yet, let me ask you this. What are you besides a Beachbody coach? What do you like besides health and fitness? Now, if you're taking too long to answer this question, this means you haven't thought this through, okay? So, for example, I love reading books. I love personal development. I love Harry Potter. I still like watching cartoons sometimes. You know, I'm really, really into that. I love playing soccer. I love sports. One thing that I really, really like doing is I like planning. You know, I'm a big planner. And so people that are just like that, they will connect with me more. And people that have different likes, they might connect with one of my coaches more. And so it's always about likes, and it's always about generally interest, and that is your market. You know, what are you about? Are you a skater? Are you a football player? You have certain advantages also. So don't forget about what else you are besides a Beachbody coach. Okay, so that way you could make posts about what you like on Facebook and also on Instagram. And the invite process then develops into the 5-step process, which means you bridge that general first thing of what they're interested in or that message, and you develop the conversation, and it always ends up in fitness and how on what you could do to better them. How can you help them get in shape, lose 20 pounds, maybe gain 15 pounds of muscle with Body Beast. So again, recap what we just talked about. Use Facebook, use the private messages. Do not post any links, but make it constant. This at first will be a little bit overwhelming to you, but remember, just like with anything, just like your workouts, when you started on day 1, you need to be consistent, you need to practice, and you need to write everything down. Use your business activity tracker, use your contact list, communicate with your coach, and show up every single day. This is possible, this is really fun, it's really engaging, and you have so much fun doing it once you do get it, okay? So again, if you have any questions on how to, on what we just talked about today, leave a comment below, I'll post it, and I'll get to it right away. Alright guys, have fun, grow your team, and I hope to see some amazing results from all of you.